Good morning, Satnam. Wow, I've never been on camera before and for the world view without seeing myself first. Okay, we are on day 74. Oh my goodness. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be. All right, we're gonna start right in. Let's tune in and we'll get going. I'm bringing, see, I'm still doing this, but I'm trying to go not so hard, and different sensations, different ways to do it. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I'm not gonna hit myself on the elbow. All right, sitting up with a nice long spine. We're gonna make this quick today. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, relaxing the shoulders down the back. Inhale again, deeply suspending the breath, lifting the gaze up to the brow point, attuning yourself to your highest vibration. Exhale. Let's inhale deeply to tune in. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Sadgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Sadgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Sadgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Deeply inhale. Lock it in, pull the root lock. Exhale and relax. Okay, New York horns are going off here when somebody blocks the pathway on the street, or they double park and somebody else is impatiently needs to get somewhere. It's the non-stop beep 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 beep. No regard for anyone else around. They have to get moving and they're honking. And we're on the 5th floor, so it's not as loud as on the 1st floor, but still hear it. So I don't know if I tuned in 2 times or 3 times, but we're covered. Okay, so fists of anger. Thumb is coming to the Mercury mount, squeezing the fingers tightly. We're going to do breath of fire. Unless you're on your moon cycle or pregnant, then it's long, deep breath instead. Gazing to the brow point. We're going to mentally chant Hut, Hut, pulsing the navel with our breath through the O-shaped mouth as a breath of fire. And then holding the gentle root lock and going for 3 minutes, bringing the energies of anger to transmute it, to cultivate compassion and love and understanding for a situation that might be coming our way or situations that we're in. Personally, I feel like this is really powerful and it is definitely working for me. Don't know, I know some of you have chatted with me, so I know you're also reaping the benefits of it. So kudos, yay, for doing the challenge and staying the course. All right, so we're going to start with the breath and go with the arms. Here we go. Deep inhale through the O-shaped mouth. Interlace the fingers. Stretch the spine up. Pull the root log. Inhale again. Press the undertongue to the roof of the mouth. Inhale, stretch your arms up and swing them around to the side. Stay in this space for a moment. And observing your breath, and checking in with yourself, your heart, your beingness. How are you today? And what do you feel today? What do you feel right now? Let's take a deep inhale, a full exhale or a sigh. A few more times. Deeply inhale. And exhale. And one more. Deeply inhale. And full exhale. When you're ready, you may open your eyes. Grab a little bit of water if you need to, which is what I will do. My body's so used to humidity in Florida that here my nose is rebelling. It's so dry. I like it if I straighten my hair, will stay straight for days, but who's got time for that? I don't. And it's not necessary. I don't know. My hair, it's washed. But there's not the me time for the hair. No. That was not yesterday. Don't know if today will be different. All right, for our meditation, hands are at the chest, sitting up nice and tall. Remember, your eyes could be closed fully, gazing to the third eye, or you could just close 9/10 and dropping your eyelids and just looking down. And make the breath kind of move you. Let the body rock with the breath if that is what it wants to do. You might find that it's easier to, for me, instead of counting, it's kind of like a movement forward on an inhale, a movement back on an exhale, and then coming to center and being completely peaceful and still for whatever long time I can. And I still alternate between 10 seconds and 15 seconds or so. It feels like sometimes my to prevent the hard gaspy inhale, I cut the suspension time a little bit less. So feel your body, go with that. But if you're still counting, and that's okay too, whatever works. I remember when I was learning to meditate and some of the meditation required counting, I really rebelled it. I really didn't like it because to me it felt like, okay, I count in the gym when I'm working out. That's when I count my reps. I don't want to count seconds when I'm meditating. And one of my teachers said, but the counting is still a mantra. It's still focusing your mind on that rather than having your mind rampant all around of the affairs of the day. So if you're there with the counting, it's not bad either. So just continue that. And sometimes I do check in to just make sure that I'm following the prescription of the breath. All right, so here we go. First, long, deep cleansing breath. And exhale. And now begin to gently and slowly inhale for 5. And letting it go for 5, exhaling fully. And then coming to a place of stillness where your abdominals are relaxed. The diaphragm is not moving. The body is relaxed but in good yogic posture. Keeping the breath out until the next deep inhale. Slowly, smoothly. And exhaling, letting go of the breath. And holding with great patience and calmness for the next breath. past me. Continue at your pace. And please go ahead and finish your breathing cycle. And when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale with root lock, deeply stretch your arms up. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Pull the breath down, pull the root lock, shake the arms. Exhale as you bring the arms down onto your lap, holding this meditative space for just a moment. Acknowledging your own presence. What does your energy feel like for right now? Now let's take a deep inhale and exhale. Again, deeply inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes gently. And day 74 is 11, so that's new beginnings. And again, I always feel like the numbers and the dates is almost like a wink, a little sign, a little interpretation, like you could be your own psyche, you know. 11 is new starts, new beginnings, and new understandings, right? And so yesterday was a good day for me because we got this practice done early in the morning, and it kind of set the day for a good flow, and it was really a good day. And I wasn't like scattered in the breakfast time. It's like I want to cook and serve breakfast and cater, but I couldn't, so it was a little discombobulated or disorganized or felt rushed. And changing this time really worked because it was really nice. What I wanted to share is that sometimes when we find a pain point in ourselves and it involves somebody else, and we want to talk to that other person and express how we feel, and I'm speaking from my experience yesterday, and sometimes we don't get the reaction that we were hoping for. A lot of times I feel like a lot of times when we speak of our pain, we're seeking just acknowledgement. We just want to be heard and seen as that was a pain, that was a struggle that we experienced, and we just want the listener or the doer or the influencer at the time, or whoever that person is to understand and just hear us. And sometimes we don't get that. Sometimes, especially you know, in my case, like I was talking to my mom and saying, you know, as a child, no matter what I've done and how much work I've done and what, you know, we didn't call them chores, we called them responsibilities. It was just my duty to do it. And I was mentioning it felt like no matter what I've done, I could have done, you know, sweeping the carpet and mopping the floors and doing the dishes and taking the trash out. And my mom would come home and I would say, like, Mom, I did all these things, can I go play? And my mom would say, well, but did you do the laundry? You know, yes, but did you do this? And I mentioned that yesterday, and I just wanted her to say, you know, that sucks, sorry. But it was like, so my life was not any better, you know, and it goes. So understand, and I noticed that was a trigger for me. Like I started like being upset, like, oh, she didn't hear me, she didn't understand what I mean. I'm not making her to be a monster, I'm just expressing what as a child I couldn't. And so it makes me realize that sometimes we don't get that balm on the wound that we could apply and kind of like sit with it and have our person that we feel like caused the pain to us would nurture us. It doesn't happen sometimes. We have to reparent ourselves, and we have to put the bomb and put the TLC onto our own wounds. We have to forgive ourselves that we couldn't speak up as a child, that was the life that we lived, and it wasn't, you know, you couldn't rebel against your parents or run away or what, you know, whatever. And so it's okay. Like, it's okay. You know, I always come back to, okay, where am I like that? If my mom was to me like that, or my dad, doesn't matter. Does that exist in me too? Am I like that in some ways? And I have to say, but I probably am. You know, it's like when my kids tell me, oh mom, I gotta be in this subject, I always go, oh, what about the other one? You know, so it's similar. Why can't I say, wow, this is good job, great, and just celebrate it, and don't bring anything else in the picture? Let the child have a moment of glory in that moment. So that was my realization, and I wanted to share that with you. Sometimes when we involve other people to heal ourselves, we don't get the medicine we're looking for. We have to make our own medicine. We have to heal ourselves, and we have to reparent ourselves, and we have to give ourselves what it is that we're looking from others, because there's no guarantee that the other person is going to give it to us. So why to me now, I'm thinking and sitting with, why even bother? Like, I could address all my stuff without any kind of, not a confrontation, it was just a discussion. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share. Let's seal this practice with one long Sat Nam. Let's do the breath first. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale deeply. And a sigh or exhale this precious breath. Inhale again. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you all, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Make it beautiful. Smile more often. And I'll see you tomorrow. Sat Nam.